I would say the top two things that I believe block most people from connecting into their spirit, that guiding force, is alcohol and the screen. Do you have any practices to help you stay connected to your, I call it soul. Like I'm in a prayer to connect into my soul. My soul is always guiding me, and my soul is connected to source, God, love.
I think I have a meditation practice. I think that helps. But I think what's been most impactful is just, again, the breathing, the breath work, and being in nature as much as I can, because that's where I can really feel that interconnectedness, that interdependence that is so easy to forget when you're just, kind of so separated from nature. And it's one of the things I love about working in the natural and organic products industry, because there's always those reminders of how connected we are to nature. I certainly wasn't finding that when I worked in the tech industry or in other spaces where it was pretty easy to go days without having any connection to nature, and I wouldn't want to go back to that at all.
This podcast is brought to you by B Micro, a company I'm deeply passionate about because I founded it in 2018. It's USDA organic freeze-dried microgreens for everyday nutrition and detox. Sprinkle them on any meal or take them as a capsule to enjoy the many healthy benefits. Shop now at bmicro.farm. Use code STEVE15 to save.
I used to live downtown Chicago, and my office was on like the 20th floor, and I lived in a high rise, and I just did not have much connection to nature. I was looking at a computer all the time. I was traveling, so I was in an airport or a hotel, eating a lot of processed, whatever was there, airport food, hotel food, and that's when I was in my probably least happy. I then was like, okay, something needs to change. I want to be in a healthier way, and I want to help people be healthier as well. I was noticing around me, there's like a lot of people, it's like, oh, my escape is alcohol. There's so much alcohol in software sales. It was like we joked, joked about it, but it was really challenging. And now I don't really drink at all. I have like 2 drinks a year. I joke with my dad. I'm like, Dad, I only drink with you because I have like a glass of wine with him like twice a year. And I traveled down to the jungles of Peru and was just threw myself into nature and was guided by some indigenous people through the jungle of like, hey, here's food, here's medicine, here's shelter, here's danger, and I was just blown away. I really had a very little connection with nature. And then I came back to Colorado. I'm like, oh, it's all about nature. And it's all like they are our teammates, our allies, our teachers, our friends. Like, just because they're not speaking English with us does not mean that we cannot communicate with them. And that's when I felt that oneness connection. And that's when I was like, okay, I'm moving into natural products.
That's a powerful story. I love that. I've had similar experiences, and it's interesting. The natural products industry likes to drink a lot of alcohol too.
Oh, really? Okay, sure. It seems like everybody does.
I don't any longer.
Okay, we're on the same team then.
Well, it's been like, talk about having a great opportunity to really connect with yourself. When you take out that numbing agent, and it doesn't mean there's not others, food or Netflix or, shopping or whatever. There's many, many other numbing agents, but you take out that very common one, and it gives you a great opportunity to really start feeling things and start paying attention. But I joke about the natural products industry because at Expo, we're often told, we would often be told by the Hilton and the Marriott that they sold more drinks when Expo West was in town than any other event.
Wow.
So it's a community that likes to get together and have some fun.
And celebrate. Yeah, sure.
For sure.
And there's other ways. So I would say the top 2 things that I believe block most people from connecting into their spirit, their that guiding force, is alcohol and the screen. Mm-hmm. I think those are the number 2 thing, or the number 1 and 2 things that just block our connection. And it's hard. Both those things can be very slippery slope.
I completely agree. And so I'm really grateful that alcohol's not one for me anymore, but that screen.
Me too. That
That
screen.
screen is still.
I post a video every single day on every single platform, and then typically it takes a minute to upload. And while it's uploading, I'm like, oh, I'll scroll. And I had to put a third-party blocking app on my phone that I could set the amount of time that I can be on those social apps. So I'm like, okay, for 8 minutes, and I'm like, I try to post on all the platforms within 8 minutes, and then it's like, post and ghost, get me out of here.
Yeah, I think that's smart. That's smart to put some tools in place that can help you kind of have those boundaries.
Big thanks to Mother-in-Law's Kimchi, my absolute favorite kimchi company. I'm not just saying that, I actually buy and eat this kimchi all the time. Quick story, I was recently road tripping. I was eating out a lot and my stomach was not happy. I stopped at my local Whole Foods, grabbed a jar of Mother-in-Law's. I go for the Napa cabbage, ate a few spoonfuls in the parking lot, and my stomach felt much better shortly after. Their kimchi is packed with pre and probiotics, and they're the only brand I know that still ferments their kimchi at ambient temperatures for that deep umami flavor. It tastes great. You can find Mother-in-Law's at Sprouts, Whole Foods, HEB, and many more. Sometimes I'll just eat a bunch. I don't know what the serving size is. That is good. Grab yourself one today.